Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to VTP Stage 2 Online Technical Tuesday Coaching Call 197 for the 23rd of June 2026. Quite a day. It's the 10-year anniversary of the Brexit vote. And of course, we've already had a rather interesting start to the week, which I think is all part of the follow-on from 10 years ago. But anyway, let's leave that for a different blog post. I hope you're well. I hope you've had a good start to the week. I hope you've enjoyed the is it comedy or is it drama that we've witnessed here in the UK over the last couple of days. But regardless of which, you're very welcome here. Just remember that you are always responsible for your own trading and investment choices. And if you want a little bit more help and support, there is a special offer for till now, till the end of Q2, okay, for till 30th of June, where you can get a reduced price deal on either Stage 2, the advanced swing trading course, or Stage 3, the intraday trading, or a bundle of them both. If you've got any questions, you can ping me, or there is a bit.ly code there, or that QR code will take you to it. Okay, so here we are. We'll start with dollar, and then we'll look at sterling. Okay, boom. So yeah, the this is the STAM plugin, isn't it? It's just confirming, all right, that we're seeing that that case of dollar strength, all right, whilst still seeing kind of Swiss weakness, Kiwi weakness, and Canadian weakness. Let's look at the charts themselves. Okay, let me just put these onto let me put these onto the daily charts. All right, so hopefully you would know by now that on dailies. I was looking at that font this morning for kind of Pac-Man's. It was a little bit, quite a bit of stuff going on. All right, so here we are. Aussie on the daily, Euro on the daily, Cable on the daily, Dollar Swiss on the daily, Kiwi on the daily, Dollar CAD, Dollar Yen on the daily, and then of course Dollar Index. Right, let's start with the Dollar Index. Let's work our way from there. You know, and look at that monthly chart. Okay, I talked about this here that we're kind of in these zones here that you can see. All right, and interesting that I talked about how last month we'd had effectively not one but two inside bar months on the monthly chart, which doesn't happen very often. And you can see that that was just building up before it exploded out, and that's what we've seen there. That weekly chart has kind of continued to hammer its way higher there. Okay, continue to hammer its way higher. And the daily chart, as I said, that's a daily dollar trend, isn't it? That's a bullish trend. Okay, on that you can see that it's making higher highs, higher lows, nice pullbacks. I thought that here on the 11th of June, okay, there was real. This is an engulfing candle, but if you looked at silver, gold, Bitcoin, a whole host of other things, it put in a real. That was a kind of peace deal getting signed, and as I said, I thought we'd see the kind of dollar sell off a little bit, which we did, but it just couldn't break that 20, could it? It just couldn't. And in many ways, that's a 3 bar reversal, not the nicest. It's invariably it's a kind of just bouncing there off the 20 period moving average, not terribly nice in that sense. And then you can see that's that kind of dollar strength, that's that kind of US economy inflation story just powering its way through there, isn't it? And that's what we're getting. And yeah, it's just for the 4 hour chart. We were in that kind of range there. It looked like it might drift its way lower, but it just didn't. It just couldn't. And then whoomp, off we went. All right, bang. That's that's dollar strength there, isn't it? There's no fighting that, and that is reflected. Where we see bang. Aussie weakening against the dollar, Kiwi weakening against the dollar, Euro weakening against the dollar. It's now broken 114. It's down there. Okay. Canadian dollar weak against the dollar, sterling weak against the dollar, yen weak against the dollar, Swiss franc weak against the dollar. So, we are into a dollar strength story. Okay. So, that's the reason I always start with the dollar. We'll start with the dollar index because you want to get an idea of what's going on with the dollar. If is the dollar awake? Is it angry? Is it trending? Is it consolidating? It's very clearly in a very strong trend there against the majors, isn't it? So why would you fight that? All right, why would you fight that? What's the point in fighting strong trends? Okay. It's another reason why I have my chart set up here. So I've got the kind of the 8 charts there, so just I can take a quick snapshot and get it. Now, sometimes it's really messy, and that in itself is telling you something. If it's telling you it's messy, what it's telling you is markets are messy, so tread carefully. When markets are very clear in trends like this, and it's never as clear as it's never as clear as often as you want it to be, but when it is clear, when there is a really strong trend, don't fight it. All right, don't fight it. Look for a way to ride it. Okay, remember stage two. It's about looking at yourself as a surfer. Okay, looking to surf the biggest and strongest waves. So why wouldn't you be looking to try and surf this wave? Why would you look to fight the strongest waves? All right, so it's kind of clear there, isn't it? That's clear what's going on there.